right? Reset your energy. You know, they invent all type of lies, like fossil um, fossil fuel. Basically, the intention is to get your money, the most of the more as they can get, and control you by fear, by speculation. Right now, they are creating a new, like, depression through not only energy, but with speculation, with, basically they are using the deflation to impose you a new situation. And the energy is one of those things that they use. Now, you need to reset your energy. You'll see what I mean. Now, basically, you can understand what is really at stake here. About this kind of energy, they speculate with the ideas of electric movement as clean, using batteries. You know, always bullshit. But the foil here in stake is as they describe, not fossil. I'll show you that, but not fossil, but bio. Everything has to do with this biomass. Sorry. What is at stake here is basically everything that is matter. That decomposes, and then, as you can see, for instance, oil and water does mix, but you can, until certain way, mix with other things, and you have, for instance, animals when die, like us too. Everything that has fat on it then decompose, but there's is still the fat matter. And so you see the oil is the fat in steak here. Then there are other things, of course, acids and so on. Like in the matter, we have minerals. You see, in water, you have also minerals. If you take some water from spring water, from tap water, whatever, the water passes through nature where there is minerals, so the water takes with it some minerals. So it's simple as that. So the fuel then is worked in laboratories, and so they create products. That is what is the steak. Those products are all different, of course, and so they put names based with the matter in steak, of course. So they call gasoline gas, it's a kind of energy. Oil, gasol oil, and oil refined, yes, oil in, but in this case more refined. And then you have gas oil, in English diesel. It's not so refined gas with oil. So the percentage of one or other thing where you can find certain things or not, like then you have gasoline 95, gasoline 98, and so on. They create products in order to give some response to certain things, like the idea of pollution. This product has no lid, things like that. You see, always the idea of pollution and so on. So they use everything to manipulate you, to keep your energy always. And so now we have a new idea to catch your energy, which is the idea of climate change. First, it was the idea of warming climates. But once people made the experience, then the result was zero warming. Well, they changed I already talked about this. The chance to climate change. Well, you see, they have HAARP stations. What for? Studies? To create situations like, I already talked about this, create mud deposits in mountains. They are shaking earth in those areas to create the deposits, the mud deposits. So then they will have, if they want, they will have the mud to create some mud flood. In meantime, they are preparing other things like a kind of tsunami, as they did in Japan. They are spreading the idea of that possibility. Why? They are making people's heads to accept what they are saying. And so they might do that, you know. It's a possibility also. So everywhere they can do that. Everywhere. United States, Europe, everywhere. And so the agenda, for instance, the agenda, the population, not only that, of course, they want to kill many, many people. So, you see, doesn't matter what is the agenda, doesn't matter. What matters is your energy, what you are doing with your energy, where you are putting your energy. You should know by now. You should turn off your TV, put your TV in garbage. That you are still sticking with matrix. Thinking, for instance, that you need to be represented. You are not represented. And you cannot be represented. It's all a fraud. So, you see, there is no contract in this scheme, this system. There is no contract. It's all a fraud. Always. It's a fraud. There is no negotiation. There is no real appreciation. There is nothing. It's always a scheme. Always. It's propaganda. It's insanity. See? Be aware. Because contract has to do with real consciousness. And so the action being stick to that which is duty, that is concerned to the natural code. You see, natural law. So there is only one way, again, there is only one way to deal with things with legitimacy, where you can think of contract, where is a compromise, where things are really legitimated. This has to do with your participation and cannot be represented. It's so simple as that. Social contract is your participation. That's it. This is not about you, not about whatever it may be. It's about human being. It's about everybody. You see? So, if you really want, for instance, freedom and so on, what you are talking about is what? Of course, in first place, legitimacy. Everything must be legitimated. Really legitimated. You see? So, if you think you are free, you live in an illusion. You live in the matrix. So, you see, doesn't matter what. They have their own language to communicate. Numerology. They doesn't matter what they need to hide things, of course. But you need to understand this. So, this is the war we live in. So, you need to understand what is really at stake. Doesn't matter what can happen. Doesn't matter. What matters is the real nature of things. So, you see, this person showing this in interview is talking about exactly that global warming is the biggest scheme, of course. And not only warming, the climate change, this is a scheme. So, the system is a scheme, which means the representative system. You see? So, everything must be put in another order. A new world order, but our order. You see? So, keep in mind this. What really is at stake is everything. For instance, nature cannot be represented. No one can be owner of nature. Neither your soul. You see, so everything must be taken in another way. You need to take things as use fruit. Use fruit. See? So, we need things like a bank system, whatever. So, this means it's a socio-economic interest, not private. Cannot be private. Cannot. You see? So, it must be prepared a new kind of organization, which is social, community, whatever you can call it. It is not about a group of people, not about a culture, interests or whatever, not any kind of frontier. No, no. It's common interests of human being. What we need to defend is the superior interests of human being, which means it's above everything, above culture, above whatever, color, skin, whatever. You see, if we are human, we have a common interest. That's it. See? So you need to reset your energy. Put down everything you think is truth. Everything that is connected with this system, you need to shut down this concept and start working with a new intention, a new perspective, a new way. So when you don't know exactly what is this or that, it's simple. If you don't know, you need to look for it. It's so simple as that. No problem. The world is not in your hands. You just have to collaborate, to participate on it. That's it. It's so simple as that. So, you see, it's more than time. It's about time to reset your energy. Put your energy where it needs to be put. See? So I hope you understand. Now, again, I hope you keep well. Till next one.